She didn't trip, her leg just gave out. That's what 74-year-old Ellen told me after her fall in the kitchen. 1 second she was standing, the next she was on the floor, confused, shaken, and embarrassed. She thought it was her age. Or maybe her balance. But what really failed her? A silent weakness almost no one talks about. And she's not alone. I've heard the same story from so many older adults. Walking becomes unsteady, steps get smaller, stairs feel more dangerous, and then one day, boom. A single fall changes everything. But here's the shocking part, it's not just aging. There's something deeper going on, something that's been quietly weakening for years without you noticing. This silent issue affects your strength, your confidence, and your stability. And if you don't catch it early, the results can be devastating. The good news? You can start fixing it today, in just 2 minutes a day, with a simple routine that helps restore balance and control. This is Better Aging Advice for Elderly, real stories and science-backed strategies to help you stay strong, independent, and energized. Hit subscribe if you're ready to age smarter and take back control of your body, starting today. There's a muscle quietly working in the background every time you take a step, stand up, or shift your weight. Most people have never heard of it. Doctors rarely mention it unless there's already a problem. But this one small muscle plays an enormous role in whether you stay steady on your feet, or find yourself on the ground. It's called the gluteus medius. You won't see it in the mirror. You won't feel it burning after a walk. But this deep hip muscle acts like your body's internal stabilizer. It keeps your pelvis level when you walk. It controls how your legs move side to side. And it quietly supports your balance during everyday movements like stepping out of a car, turning around, or catching yourself when you stumble. When it's strong, you barely notice it's there. You move smoothly, confidently, and without hesitation. But when it starts to weaken, even just a little, that's when problems begin. Your hips might sway a bit more when you walk. You may feel unsteady on stairs. You might find yourself hesitating before stepping off a curb, or needing a handrail where you didn't before. These subtle changes often get blamed on aging, but more often than not, they're early warning signs that your gluteus medius isn't doing its job anymore. The real danger? You often don't know it's failing until it's too late. Until your foot catches the edge of a rug. Or your leg gives out stepping sideways. Or you fall without any clear reason, and suddenly, you're afraid to move the way you used to. I can't tell you how many older adults I've spoken to who said the same thing after a fall. I thought I was being careful. And they were. But no amount of caution can make up for muscles that have quietly shut down. What's worse is how often this gets missed. Most seniors are told to work on balance or leg strength in general, but no one ever says, let's target your gluteus medius. And yet this one muscle can make the difference between walking confidently or living in fear of the next fall. But here's the hopeful part, this muscle responds very quickly to the right kind of movement. Even small, focused exercises, done consistently, can wake it up and restore that critical stability. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need hours at the gym. You just need to know what to target. Now that you do, you're already ahead of the game. So why does this critical muscle, the gluteus medius, start to fail us as we age? It's not because you've done anything wrong. It's because life slowly shifts us into patterns that quietly rob this muscle of its strength. We sit more. We move less. We take shorter steps. Over time, the very activities that used to keep this muscle active, like climbing stairs, walking on uneven ground, or getting up from the floor, become less frequent. And the body, trying to be efficient, starts turning that muscle off. You see, the gluteus medius is like a security guard that protects your balance. But if it's not getting called into action regularly, it falls asleep on the job. It literally stops firing the way it used to. And what replaces it? Compensations, your lower back strains harder, your knees take on more load, and your ankles wobble to catch the slack. That's a recipe for instability. Even if you're strong in other ways, even if you can lift groceries, do chores, or go for a daily walk, this muscle can still be weak. That's because the gluteus medius doesn't get activated by most basic activities. It controls side-to-side movement, which we tend to avoid as we get older. No side stepping, no lateral motion, just forward, backward, and a lot of sitting. And that leads to atrophy. You might notice little signs before a fall ever happens. Things like feeling off balance when standing on one leg to put on socks. Wobbling slightly when turning to reach for something. Even a subtle limp when you're tired. These are red flags, not of aging, but of muscle neglect. And yet, almost no one talks about it. Most advice for seniors centers around general leg strength or balance practice. But if you're not directly waking up this muscle, you're not solving the root problem. This isn't about overhauling your lifestyle. It's about understanding the quiet shifts that happen with age, and responding with small, targeted actions before a crisis forces you to. Because once this muscle is weak, your body can't fake its way through stability. It either holds you up, or it doesn't. The good news? You can start reactivating it today. And in the next chapter, I'll show you exactly how to do it, in just 2 focused minutes. Now that you know the muscle that's quietly sabotaging your balance, here's the best part: you can start fixing it today. No gym. No complicated routines. Just a simple, focused movement that reawakens the stabilizer your body has forgotten how to use. It starts with one move, the standing side leg raise. This may look simple, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most direct ways to target and re-engage your gluteus medius, the exact muscle that keeps you steady when you step, shift, or turn. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Stand tall and get steady. Start by standing up straight next to a sturdy chair, countertop, or railing. Make sure it's something you can hold onto lightly for balance, just enough to steady yourself, not lean on it. Your feet should be about hip width apart. Engage your core, and keep your shoulders back and relaxed. This may seem basic, but posture is key. When your posture is aligned, the muscles will activate properly, setting you up for success. Step 2. Shift your weight and prepare to lift. Now, shift your weight onto your left leg. Make sure the knee is slightly bent, not locked straight. You'll want to keep your body balanced and centered, so don't shift your weight too far forward or back. Keep your right leg straight but relaxed for now, and get ready to lift it. Imagine you're about to step sideways, but you're not moving your foot yet. This prepares your body to activate the muscle. Step 3. Lift your right leg to the side slowly. Raise your right leg out to the side, directly away from your body. Only lift it about 12 to 18 inches, or as far as you can control comfortably. The goal is not to swing or jerk the leg up quickly. Instead, focus on controlled, deliberate movement. Think of it as a slow, steady extension. As you lift, make sure your toes are pointing forward, not upward. This helps target the gluteus medius specifically. Keep your knee straight, not locked, but gently extended. Step 4. Hold and feel the engagement. Once your leg is raised to the side, hold it there for 1 to 2 seconds. This is where the magic happens. You should feel the side of your hip working. That's the gluteus medius firing, and it's what stabilizes your pelvis as you move. Don't worry if the leg shakes a little, that's a sign the muscle is working hard. You're retraining your body to use the right muscles for stability, and that takes focus and effort. Step 5. Slowly lower your leg. Now, slowly lower your leg back to the starting position. Resist the urge to let it drop quickly. The slower you lower it, the more you're working the gluteus medius. This controlled lowering engages the muscle even further, helping it build strength. Lowering it too quickly reduces the effectiveness of the movement, so take your time. Step 6. Repeat and switch sides. Perform 10 repetitions on your right leg. Once done, switch to the left side and repeat the same process, shifting your weight to your right leg, lifting your left leg, holding, and slowly lowering it. Focus on precision and form for both legs. It should feel smooth, not jerky. You don't need to lift high to feel it work. In fact, lifting too high usually means other muscles are taking over. The goal here is precision, not power. And here's what makes this movement so powerful. It directly mimics the role your gluteus medius plays in real life. Every time you lift your leg to the side, you're retraining your body to stabilize your pelvis, just like it needs to do when you walk, step off a curb, or reach sideways. If it feels awkward at first, that's okay. That's your body relearning something it forgot. Within a few days, many people feel stronger just walking across the room. Some report standing taller. Others notice they're not grabbing furniture as much to stay balanced. These are real wins, and they start here. Remember, slow and steady activates the right muscle. Don't worry if you feel it in your standing leg too, that's your stabilizers doing their job. And if you feel wobbly, that's not weakness, it's your body waking up. Just 10 reps per leg. 2 minutes a day. That's your foundation. In the next section, I'll show you the second exercise that takes this even further, building on the activation you just created to give you lasting balance and control. Now that your gluteus medius is reactivated, it's time to reinforce that strength with a simple movement that mimics how you naturally move through life, mini lateral steps. If the standing side leg raise reawakens the stabilizer, this second exercise teaches it to work on command, especially when you need it most, like catching your balance, turning, or sidestepping obstacles. And the best part? It takes just 1 minute and can be done right in your living room. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Set your space. Find a clear, open area, about 4 to 6 feet wide is perfect. You don't need much room. A hallway, kitchen floor, or open space beside your bed works well. Stand tall with your feet hip width apart and your knees slightly bent. If you want to add a challenge, loop a resistance band just above your knees. But it's absolutely fine to do this without any equipment. Step 2. Step out with control. Take a small step to your right, just 12 to 18 inches. Nothing dramatic. Think of it like sliding across the floor, not hopping. Place your foot down gently, keeping your toes pointing straight ahead. Your weight should stay centered, don't lean or tip. Step 3. Bring your other foot in. Now, bring your left foot in to meet your right. Don't drag it. Step deliberately and with control. You've just completed one mini lateral step. Step 4. Continue stepping side to side. Keep going. Step right, bring the left foot in. Then reverse, step left, bring the right foot in. Move slowly and with purpose, keeping your knees slightly bent and your posture upright. Do this continuously for 1 full minute. If you're using a resistance band, you'll feel a burn on the outside of your hips. That's your gluteus medius working hard to control the motion. Even without the band, you're building coordination, balance, and lateral strength, key to preventing falls. Why this move matters: most people only walk forward. But life doesn't happen in a straight line. You sidestep to pick something up. You shift sideways to steady yourself. You reach, pivot, turn. And when your body isn't trained for that, it struggles. Mini lateral steps retrain your brain and muscles to handle side-to-side motion. They restore agility, something many people don't even realize they've lost until it's gone. And by practicing these movements in a controlled, intentional way, you prepare your body to respond confidently when it counts. Many older adults say after just a few days, they feel quicker on their feet, more balanced on uneven ground, or less nervous walking outdoors. That's because this movement doesn't just strengthen, it rebuilds trust between your brain and your body. Just 1 minute of these steps, combined with 1 minute of leg raises, gives you a full 2-minute daily routine that can drastically reduce your risk of falling. You're not just doing exercises. You're reclaiming stability, freedom, and confidence, 1 step at a time. 2 months after starting the routine, just 2 minutes a day, Ellen called me again. Her voice sounded lighter, stronger. And her words? They hit me right in the heart. She said, "I'm steadier now. I don't panic when I walk across the yard. And I'm finally climbing the stairs without gripping the rail." That may not sound like much to some people, but if you've ever felt your balance slipping, you know how much fear creeps in. Fear of falling. Fear of getting hurt. Fear of losing your independence. Ellen had felt all of that. For months, she avoided certain parts of her home. She'd skip watering her garden because the uneven grass made her nervous. She'd second-guess every step on the stairs, clutching the handrail like her life depended on it. She even stopped going for walks with her neighbor because she worried she couldn't keep up. But now? She's moving with confidence, not fear. She's trusting her body again. That's what 2 minutes a day did for her. And the power of that change can't be overstated, because when your balance improves, so does your entire life. You stop shrinking your world. You say yes to the walk. You step outside without hesitation. You take the stairs without dread. And that confidence spills into everything else: your mood, your energy, even your social life. For Ellen, it wasn't just about the exercises. It was about proving to herself that she could get stronger, even at 74. That her body wasn't done yet. That she still had power over how she aged. And if you're thinking, well, good for her, but I'm not sure that would work for me, I hear you. That doubt is normal. But that's exactly why this approach works. It's not overwhelming. It's not a gym membership. It's not a long, complicated workout. It's 2 intentional minutes. 1 for activation. 1 for reinforcement. That's it. And over time, those minutes compound into real, visible changes. Some people notice fewer stumbles. Others find themselves reaching for the wall less often. Some just feel safer walking on uneven ground. These are quiet wins, but they are life-changing. Ellen's journey is proof that aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean rediscovery of strength, stability, and self-trust. So if you've been feeling unsure on your feet, or like your body's slipping out from under you, know this, it's not too late. Your muscles can still respond. Your balance can still improve. You can still feel steady, secure, and strong. Just like Ellen. Here's the truth no one tells you: most falls aren't accidents. They're warnings your body's been sending, warnings we often ignore. Too many seniors believe falling is just bad luck, or something that comes with age. But the reality is, falls are often preventable. And ignoring this one stabilizing muscle, the gluteus medius, silently increases your risk every day. At first, it's subtle. You avoid uneven paths. You hesitate before standing. You reach for furniture more often. You walk slower, not out of caution, but fear. But then, one moment can change everything. A fall doesn't just leave bruises. It can break bones, steal your confidence, and shrink your life. It's not just the injury, it's what happens after. The fear. The dependence. The sense that your body can't be trusted. And that's what we're fighting. Because you have more control than you think. The gluteus medius is like your body's internal stabilizer. And when it's ignored, it fades. But when you activate it, just a few minutes a day, it wakes back up. It starts doing its job again. Quietly, powerfully, keeping you upright. You don't need a gym. You don't need hours. You just need intention. 2 minutes. That's it. One movement to activate. One to reinforce. That's your daily investment in stability, strength, and self-trust. So here's my question. Which one will you start with, side leg raises or lateral steps? Let me know in the comments, I want to hear your story. And if this helped you, tap the like button so others can find it too. Subscribe to Better Aging Advice, and let's keep building strength, confidence, and independence, together. Your future is still in your hands. Use these 2 minutes to take it back.